A Franklin hearing is a supplemental sentencing hearing for those offenders who were under the age of 25 at the time of their offense. Essentially, offenders and their attorneys ask for an evaluation and a report that will address mitigating factors explicitly related to the offender's youthfulness, their age, at the time of their offense. Youthfulness factors would then likely impact the length of their sentence or their resentence. Potential mitigating factors include things such as their age at the time of the offense, cognitive and emotional immaturity, trauma histories, neurodevelopmental disorders, psychiatric disorders, dysfunctional family dynamics, and diminished culpability compared to adults, just to name a few. We will also specifically assess the incapacities of youth, such as early entry into child welfare systems or probation systems, and the hallmark features of youth, including immaturity and failure to appreciate risks and consequences. For offenders and attorneys seeking an evaluation for Franklin hearing post-conviction cases, the expert will also consider any subsequent development and pro-social growth while in prison. And if the offender has already spent a significant amount of time in prison, the attorney can request that the psychologist address suitability for parole. The reason this kind of evaluation is looking at mitigating factors specifically related to the youth at the time of the offense is because there has been a plethora of neuroscience research that shows brain development is not complete until about age 25. Specifically, the last part of the brain to develop are the frontal lobes, which are responsible for emotion regulation, decision-making and judgment, planning, and impulse control. You can see how this concept is particularly relevant to the youth in the juvenile delinquency system. They are basically driving a car without knowing how to operate the brakes. But once the brain starts to mature and adversities are mitigated, the person's behavior likely becomes more stabilized.